haven't mixed Caribbean culture with the ski vibe. That's something that is unique to us.
You don't like Afrobeats? Why don't you like Afrobeats?
Because first of all, I don't understand anything you're saying. One. Two, I just feel like...
You came to make it messy, didn't you? That's what you came to do.
Alright guys, we're back. Welcome back to another episode of Turntable, where we flip the mic on your favourites from the entertainment industry. Today we're giving our flowers to the promoters shaping the scene, the cultural curators who reset the tone. And I've got some guests, as you can see.
As British people, it's been butchered. We butcher it ourselves.
And we created
we
it.
say Luxe De Neige, but realistically, if we were speaking French, then it would be Luxe De Neige.
De Neige,
Yeah,
Luxe
so,
De Neige,
but it's easier on the tongue for a lot of people just saying it that way. You know, as British people, we just butcher everything anyway, so.
No, I love that. So I'm just going to allow you guys to quickly introduce yourselves, let us know your name, what you do, what your role is in the brand, and yeah.
Do you want to start?
I'm
Ladies
Shireen.
first.
I am one of the CEOs of Luxe De Neige. I do everything. Everything that comes on our plate, I do. There's not nothing specific.
Fair enough. All-rounder.
And I'm Kirk, and yeah, literally the same thing. We have quite a small team. It is family orientated, so it's our brothers. We're all kind of connected in some type of way, just trying to create something in this space.
Okay, nice. Can I just ask, why the name Luxe De Neige?
So what it means is luxury in the snow. So it was, we was playing around with words for a while and trying to make it. And like sometimes you work so hard to try to create something cool, snazzy, whatever. And we were just playing about with words, and it was like, how could we, because it obviously abbreviates to LDN, which is London. We are London based, so like it's just all of trying to make a play on words. So yeah, like it just clicked. We were just literally sitting there, just going through words, different sounds, ChatGPT, like, oh, what can we use that's French? Do you know what I'm saying? And then it just clicked, and we were looking at different words, courtesy of reads, and then we found Luxe De Neige.
That's so lit. And you say like you work with your brothers, so you guys.
Yeah, we're all related, and
that's
just
so
pushing.
Sick. Okay, don't worry, we're gonna get into the how it started and all of that stuff. But quick warm up, really quickly. What makes your ski events different from other travel brands?
So to start off, we're in this space, again, we haven't mixed Caribbean culture with the ski vibe. That's something that is unique to us. There is another brand called Ski Migos that does something very similar. But yeah, that is our unique, and trying to obviously push the envelope by getting to a space where we have artists and stuff coming out to not just creating a space that pushes the UK culture rather than just being, okay, this is, something good to do. Do you know what I'm saying? We want to actually create a community as we work alongside Shred Eat Sleep, which is another, a really big black community focused on snowboarding and skiing. Obviously it's open to everybody, but the emphasis is trying to get us as, Caribbeans, Africans, in its sense, just getting them out there to actually ski and snowboard and realize that it's not just a white sport. Do you know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people see it and think, it's cold, the weather's really bad all the time, and actually, if you look at all the different ski festivals, the time that we do it is quite hot.
I guess you would agree, right?
Yeah, no, I would. And like I said, we offer different things in our ski festival. So a lot of ski festivals are aimed at the party side of it. So it's literally like a weekender in the Alps. Whereas we are literally trying to do a bit more activities. We're doing, like I said, even the DJ lineup, how we've put things together. It's like, what would you want to do if you were in an environment that wasn't yours, but tried as much to make it yours, you would have your DJs. We have the Caribbean brunch. That's your food in another country.
No, that's it. So if Luxe De Neige was a cocktail, what would it be?
Quite spicy.
I mean, I'm gonna go with a rum punch because it just
go
makes
wrong.
I
sense.
would
That makes
say it's a definite like a porn style martini.
Okay.
Yeah,
I love that.
it's a bit sweet, it's a bit sour, it's a bit spicy. Yeah. It's a bit of everything.
Okay,
Yeah.
I love that. What's that target like age range?
So again, like I've been snowboarding for about 10 years now. I started off being in, going to the white festivals, and I think like part of what the blueprint was looking at their festivals and why it's successful, because there isn't an age range. If you look on all our content, we don't say, 18 plus, 27 plus, 30 plus, because I've been to a lot of these festivals and partied with 8-year-old people. And again, the unification of not seeing age is what makes these parties not have problems. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, it's kind of having like that respect factor. It's like, if your grandma's there and you're ready to have a problem with somebody and then you see her, it's like, do you know what I'm trying to say? Whereas when you have a lot of the same age group around, they start mimicking and maneuvering the same way as each other, and that's where I believe personally the problems come in. So yeah, we don't actually have an age range. Our target is just people who want to be different, think different, and play different.
No, that's very lit. Talking about play different, how do you pick your lineup?
So it was actually just one of those, when we were talking about who we were gonna have and what was gonna get people out, I think we were looking at when, back in the day, when you used to go to a party, I personally would look on the flyer of the lineup and be like, what, they're there?
Yeah,
I'm going. This person's there? I'm going.
Yeah.
And I thought that was kind of how the consumers were of today, which it is a bit different, but a lot of it I was thinking, if I saw this person on the lineup, I'd go. Obviously, a lot of the DJs are people we know personally, so I was just like, look, I'm doing a ski trip, and would you do that? And I was actually waiting to hear a lot of no's, but a lot of them themselves have never done it.
Yeah.
So then we thought, go by genre. Okay, if you was to pick house, who are you gonna pick? Okay, the biggest house in the scene right now, Super D.
Yeah.
Who are you gonna pick as MCs? Old school, Cold Steps, Terminal. He's big. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we thought of, and then bashment and dancehall. There's like 3 categories of different DJs that we could pick, but then they all still play quite differently.
Yeah.
They play new school, they play old school, they even play like big people reggae. So we needed some of those. Like we needed a bit of everyone, then we got you.
Period.
So, and then obviously there are some DJs that, like I said, are intro, they're coming into the scene. So we didn't want to forget the people that don't have so much of a headline DJ platform, and they're big in their own right. Like we know them, we book them for our events, our parties, and we just deserve that. They need a platform, and it's good that we could give that to them. So that's how we picked it.
We're not only snowboarders, we're not only skiers, we're music heads. Like I'm like more of a DJ hobbyist. I've done events and stuff around different places, but like I've grown up, my dad was a DJ. He used to play on Lightning, if obviously for the old heads or the older people that watch the show, like I've been listening to music since I was in the womb. Do you know what I'm saying? So like for me, like when I looked at the DJs, I looked at creativity, I looked at how they perform and what they're trying to accomplish. So it's not just, I like to play music, it's, again, like when you did the like some of your mashups, and I was like, you know what, this is what we need. Do you get what I'm saying? Because it brings a little bit of energy and vibrance to, genres that we're kind of like expecting this, but then we get something else. Do you get what I'm saying? So yeah, like it was going through, looking at all the DJs and saying, okay, what do they bring to the table? Not just playing the music that everybody heard. Like now it's like Ghana and everyone's just playing that particular tune everywhere you go. And it's like, that's what separates a DJ that I want from the DJs that are playing out. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're going to keep doing the same thing, I personally don't want you. And I think that's part of why I'm not a mainstream DJ, because I hate playing the same stuff. So I wouldn't listen to a lot of the mainstream radio stations because of that fact. Do you know what I'm saying? So again, when we were looking at this, I really wanted DJs that are DJs. Do you know what I'm saying? They're not just here for a performance, they're here because they live and breathe the culture. And it's just a bonus that a lot of them have been like, I want to also try skiing and snowboarding.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? As you've seen, you came to our event and every one of them has been, you've seen them actually practicing to ski and snowboard.
No, I love that. Just sorry, because I know you guys have done events as well outside. Just a quick, what are your thoughts on, what are your thoughts on Afrobeats and dancehall within the party and the change within the last 10 years, would you say?
So for me personally, again, I'm very eclectic, so I listen to everything. Like one of my biggest things now is to go to South Africa and do that piano. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I'm just music through and through. I'll listen to rock, I'll listen to like jungle, drum and bass. So like I really feel music. Do you know what I'm saying? So like, sorry, what was the question? Because I just threw
So Afrobeats and dancehall, like,
so,
what's the difference?
So for me personally, I think that there's been a cultural shift. And I think the thing with it is this, and it like it's hard for dancehall to become mainstream because of what it represents. Whereas with the Afrobeats and the Amapiano, I think for a lot of cultures outside of the Afrobeat scene and Amapiano scene, they don't even understand it. They just hear good music. So the difference is obviously Jamaican or dancehall or Caribbean music is just colloquialism. So I can still understand it. So when you're cussing out mums and this and that, for a mainstream audience, it becomes a bit of a problem. Whereas obviously with the Amapiano and the Afrobeat, it's just feel good music. I mean, I would compare it to reggae. The same kind of vibe that personally I get from it when you don't understand some of what is being said. Because obviously we do know there are quite a few.
That's the opposite to
do you know what I'm saying? But again, you know, in the mainstream side of it, a lot of like the general population of people, again, they're not understanding, so it's fun.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So I would say the shift for me is a good thing.
I don't.
That's good. You disagree? You don't like Afrobeats? Why don't you like Afrobeats?
Because first of all, I don't understand anything you're saying. One. Two, I just feel like, if I'm honest, I feel like dancehall has not got its flowers that it deserves. All right, so like you'll think, and maybe I might be wrong, but you know, like back in the day when you were in primary school, okay, you grew up. A lot of people that were African wasn't saying they were African. You was Jamaican through and through. We were all Jamaicans, and that was what we were. And I feel like I'm happy that obviously Afrobeats has got its own platform. But that's the point, like what Kurt said. It's not like dancehall's not mainstream now. Like the most mainstream you're gonna get dancehall is at a Red Bull clash. Do you get what I'm saying? That's what we are now at, when really dancehall was that's all you listen to. If it wasn't R&B and if it wasn't whatever come on Kiss, it was dancehall. Because only when literally you got like Azonto first came out, then it was like, rah, this is something different. And now I feel like to a certain level, dancehall is literally for the yardies and the underground parties, and Afrobeats have the biggest stages. Freedom Street is something that's literally gonna bring, for me personally, the culture of Caribbean back. Because even Carnival, when did you never used to go Carnival and hear Afrobeats? You go Carnival, you hear Afrobeats. And now you hear Garage, and now you hear House. It's like
R&B, hip hop, all of it.
It's once again, it's like Caribbean, like it was a Caribbean, I believe, well, to what I know, was a Caribbean event. And then now it's like every other culture is coming, so nothing is standalone for us. And I'm not saying that I want to segregate us,
but sometimes
just be like, what are we getting from something that's actually been so long standing that now we're not even mainstream? That's crazy.
But that's
to me.
why I like what you're doing with Luxe De Neige, and we're gonna go back to. I feel like I don't know if I keep switching between the French and the English.
It's okay. Bilingual, we love it.
So like before, obviously you guys came together and decided to throw an event, but was it just like, what was the ground, like what made you do that basically? So like why events?
Again, this is where like we did events before. So she does decor, Shreen does decor, she's done all that kind of stuff. She's done events for people's. we also used to do something similar to the guys that you had before. Like we had a shop in Peckham called Party at Heart, where we had games and stuff, like you could come play VR. We had alcohol license, so you could drink, because it was more for the adults, it wasn't for the kids.
Right.
So it was like arcade.
Yeah.
When the FIFA was on, like FIFA games, when the football was on, the tournaments, we had it on a big screen. Like we had a jerk pan outside, we had DJs come, and we literally covered the whole street of Shumert Road in Peckham with our events.
How long ago was this?
2019
Oh,
through the bit of 2020 until COVID hit.
Right.
COVID came and destroyed the plan.
Oh, and then how did you then get from that to...
So I think like this is more like, all right, so we start off by the love for snowboarding. Me and my brothers just went, one year we was just like, I got it out the group chat. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I was like, guys, we're doing this. It was just like, we're gonna try, I wanna try something different. I don't wanna be like, cause you know, like we get stuck in a mindset where it's like, we have this culture, you're going raving, you're popping bottles, and then madness is happening, and you're saying like, there must be something better than this. So we decided to go there, went to the top of the mountain, saw the view, and that was it from then. And then it was the people, so it was like meeting people and not having like the racism or the discrimination. Like the culture of snowboarding and how they operate is very different. And I was like,
you said like there's not much, you haven't experienced much racism, you said?
Yeah, I haven't. Like in that, like being snow, like it is like the discrimination is, are you a good snowboarder or not? And I'm gonna base that off of what you wear and what you look like, but not color. Just like, it's like, we're now breaking the boundaries. So like, I'm looking at wearing clothes that wouldn't be considered as like, and my thing is like, all right, cool. So you're gonna look at what I wear, but then you're gonna see me do a backside 360.
And you're gonna think,
and then you're gonna be like, all right, cool. But for them, it's like, since like you can buy certain brands, I'm not gonna name them because I don't want to give them no negative publicity in that narrative, but like you can buy certain brands and the culture will be like, you're a Jerry, which is a term that's used for anyone who's a beginner. So when you go out there, if you hear someone say you're a Jerry, that's what they mean.
Okay, so what brands do you like? Can you say the good brands to buy or the brands or no?
I can.
Anything waterproof. And try to refrain from zipped sides, okay? That's
really?
So
you know, like like, because you know what I really like, the jumpsuit, like. Yeah, so no, that's fine.
But like, literally, there are jumpsuits that either side has like a zip. Yeah. Those. I literally went on the slopes 2 weeks ago. I went to Chamonix because we was doing business and we was just doing some groundwork. And I thought, all right, let's do skiing. I went down the mountain. I ended up on my bum, and the whole of the side of my zipped trousers was split, like broken. And I had to go and rent some there and then. So yeah, I'd stay away from zips. They will buy your size.
Waterproof and what zips up.
So just make sure it doesn't zip at the side. Okay.
So
like that's not the only thing.
So basically what it is anything that you would consider as a good brand, like just design wise, no. So if you're going along the LV route, or you're going along the off-white route, or you're like, firstly, you're going to be called a Jerry, and secondly, a lot of it isn't actually built for skiing. It's built for lifestyle.
It's built for après-ski. It's built to party on the mountains in the snow.
But look like you skied.
But look like you ski, but not actually the physical activity.
So there's no practicality to it.
Fair enough. That makes
sense.
So
a good brand, like I would say, is like Osho. Is it Osho?
Yeah, or
Montet.
I mean, I'm gonna watch this back.
Mountain Warehouse has some good brands.
Okay, noted, guys. So if you didn't know, now you know. Talking about doing events abroad, like what's it been like working with?
You came to make it messy, didn't you? That's what you came to do.
I mean, if you can generalize it in terms, okay, or like what's it like? How's it been? Yeah, be real. Like, what's it like?
I think, like, for us, it's understanding, like, you know, being black in this space is one of the biggest issues we have in general. And then going into spaces where they're well established. Like, we haven't picked like
A resort.
somewhere that's up and coming. We pick somewhere that is
It's
built
high,
like
sought after. They've
when
got
you come,
Montclair at the bottom of the,
Right.
in the shopping area, the centre. You got Montclair. You got a store that sells Uggs. You got United Colours of Benetton. You've got a shop that sells Gucci, Louis.
Right.
So
we in the bougie part.
yeah, we in the luxury
okay.
part, and I feel like we picked it because that was the feedback that people gave. That like we want luxury, and so we went and found you luxury.
Right.
But in having luxury, they have a nonchalant attitude. When you come with your, let's say you come and you're saying, oh, like we're bringing X amount of people, and they're thinking, well, we usually get like 2,000 people, so we don't care who you're bringing. Even if we're saying like, but even if we book 2,000 people and we're bringing UK DJs, they're like, yeah, but we just had Tom Cruise here last week. The Rock just stayed at our hotel last week, and that is facts. We were there and we saw an actor that played in Fast and Furious, the big muscular guy, I can't remember his name, and he's a security guard for that famous boxer. I can't remember his name.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, and it wasn't me, my brother-in-law was like, hold on, ain't that? And I went up to him and I was like, are you an actor? And he was like, depends who's asking. And he took a picture of us and everything. So that's what they're used to.
Right.
Like you go on TikTok, you put on Charmony, you see all of the influencers, that's where they go. So back to what Kay's saying, like, we've not
but I'm
picked-
here for it. We're going to be breaking
Yeah.
breaking the rules,
And bank
changing the
accounts.
game, and bank accounts. So what's one thing that you would say has been sort of like a learning curve that you've learned from working?
I would say understanding the cultures that you're going into. I think we as British people in general have an ignorance, and because we're accepted everywhere, we believe that everybody kind of understands it from that narrative. So it's like, why don't you speak English properly? Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, and it's something as simple as like go into a bar, having a conversation, having an understanding of how we do business here with a club owner, you know, like deposits, that kind of stuff.
Boss
and they're like, that's not what we do. And we're getting frustrated because they're like, but why don't we do it this way?
So like, for example, when you go out there, because they're so used to like big companies going out there and bringing their whole company, like, so all their staff on like this ski trip. The company writes all of their drinks expenses off because it's a company event. So all the clubs, all the bars, all the restaurants is an open bar.
Right.
So that would mean we would have to pay for
cover
everybody's
everything.
drinks.
Gosh,
they don't do like a bar spend where you could be like, "Rah, can we just put down like a free grand bar tab, and then all of our guests spend up to £3,000?" They're like, no, you pay the £3,000 and they drink £3,000 worth of alcohol.
Damn.
We're like, what?
So like we've had to literally like spoon feed and create a narrative with some of these rapport with some of these club owners to be like, we understand how you do it.
But
we
can we
respect
try-
but can we try this way? Like obviously again, it made it change the narrative. So it's like where we were expecting to do like, you know, this deposit. Now it's double because we're trying to show them
They can trust.
that they can trust us. Do you get what I'm saying? Because they're not used to the concept.
That's right. So speaking of like cost, you have to give me a figure, but how much does it cost to run an event like this?
A mortgage.
A mortgage.
A lifeline.
Yeah, create OnlyFans if you ain't got one.
Feet
Feet
pics.
finder.
Yeah, all that.
But we're gonna recoup the money back though.
No,
No,
definitely.
you will recruit the money back.
Yeah.
Like, don't get twisted. I just think you also have to come with an honest mindset. That, like, maybe not in your first year.
Okay.
Like in any business, you have to don't let the narrative be like, yeah, because I saw this many people come. Like what the guys previously said. Like you have to build slowly. So you have to take that. There may be some L's financially. You may not be able to say, yeah, now I'm flying out and I'm doing a madness because I had a successful trip. The trip can be successful in its own right, but financially, you have to say, okay, we're ready for the next year.
Right, but
and
you're learning and adapting.
Yeah, learning and adapting.
Okay, no, I love
but
that.
yeah, it does cost a lot of money, and I think in terms of this ski trip, I think there's a lot of avenues you have to think of. Like, are you going to get a hotel and book a whole hotel to facilitate your guests, which I see a lot of festivals doing more so now? Or are you going to still let people, are you going to accommodate luxury still, or are you going to go down the cheaper avenue?
Right.
And that's where the finances change. But yeah, I think you definitely need a good ballpark figure of starting at like 30k. in the initial, just getting things off the ground.
That's a whole mortgage.
Literally.
The deposit, like deposit wise, you definitely, because you got to think you need a team. That just goes without saying. Then you need photographers. Then you need DJs. Then you need to think about like all of the going and toing and throwing to whichever country, because it's abroad. It's not your hometown. Then it's facilitating promo here in this country. Influencers, travel, flights, accommodation, like all those things start to add up.
Hotels, depending where you go, visas for DJs, all of that kind of
like
stuff.
with us, and that's what I would say, like when you said what makes us different, because we have included experiences and events, different, not just party into our package, like I said, the brunch, although those are add-ons, that's still a subsidized cost. Like we're still footing majority of that cost, and then getting a chef to fly from the UK to France to cook a Caribbean breakfast.
I get you.
So
I get you. But well, I'm loving it. I'm loving it, and I wish you guys all the best. We're gonna have a time. We're gonna have a ball. But moving on quickly, gonna play agree or disagree. You have some cards in front of you. Very simple. If you agree, yes. If you don't agree, no. And I'll do a countdown of 3, 2, 1. Okay, might throw in some controversial statements. Music was better back in the day in comparison to now, unless in terms of like dancehall. Let's keep it to. You think?
Yeah.
Why?
I think, personally, even if I said keep it to dancehall, when we went out, there was so much tunes for the girls to wind their waistline.
Yeah.
Now when you go out, I feel like girls have become man-them. They know all the gunman tunes.
Yeah.
They know all the bad man tunes. And I'm standing there like, I don't know none of these tunes. And yeah, it's not the same. It's just not the same. Like there was still even a lovers element of dancehall. You know, like Ramping Shop, although it was still what it was about, right? It's like a slow one. Now what are you doing?
I can't remember the last time I've seen like, or even like dance like that.
You don't.
This is it, because I think like this is the thing. It's become more of a branding and a trend. It's like the TikTok. Like a lot of artists are making songs for TikTok now, rather than actually creativity. Do you know what I'm saying? And I think like that's what's lost. It's not that I don't still appreciate, you know, the Young Thugs, the Gunners. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But when you're actually looking at the content of what they're actually pushing, it's all the same thing. And I think that's what's lost.
What I would say though is what they've kind of what they've brought back a little bit is, you know, back in the day when dancers used to release tunes like a tune that you had to do dance moves to. Yeah. I can't remember his name now because he passed away. Yeah, like, you know, like Ding Dong. Let's say, for example, Ding Dong, you used to learn those moves. TikTok has somewhat brought that back because, like, for example, drift. You know, now everybody's in the club doing drift. Do you understand? Now everyone's doing gas. So that element, it's new, it's fresh, and it gives you that part, but everything else is,
Unless you're talking about Afrobeats and piano, again, because it's still fresh and...
but you didn't have it back in the day.
Yeah, we didn't have it. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So it is something that is trying to still break through. Like it is big, but we're still on that cusp. We're still breaking through. So I think a lot of the artists that are coming from that environment are really about their creativity and their craft. Whereas I think a lot of these established genres like R&B, hip hop, dancehall, it's already established. So now all they're just using is a blueprint that was there, that's making money rather than the creativity side of it. And if you want good R&B artists, you have to go underground. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not on...
That's when you get the Spotify. And you're like, bro, they sound good.
Do you know what I'm saying? That's when you're listening to like Lucky Day and do you know what I'm trying to say, or those kind of artists, but like you're not getting that as a mainstream artist. So
you don't hear them in clubs.
You know, and I feel like you hear the same, they repeat the same, same cycles, but it's well, man. Okay, cool. This is not yes or no, but Vibes Cartel and Mavado.
Oh, obviously Vibes Cartel. We are Gaza every day, all day, Freedom Street, and we will see you there. Because what?
I'm just gonna do, I don't know which, because...
Oh, you don't know?
Can you pick a side, please?
No, there's no side.
No, there definitely is a side.
See me, I'm Switzerland, do you know what I'm saying? I'm here for the good vibes. That's
Gaza. What is it? It's definitely Gaza. I mean, and you got to give the man his flat. He all went jail made bag of tunes, and he's now coming out to murder you again. Like, come on. It's definitely
Well, we'll see it with Freedom Street. We'll see who wins.
Is branding more important than talent?
In this day and age.
In this day and age.
Definitely.
Yeah.
In this, you can be talentless and you're a global superstar. And I think that's what's the sad thing about it, is because even like for us as a brand, it's like, you know, like you reach out to companies, we were talking about collaborations, and it's like automatically the first thing they look at is what's your numbers on Instagram? How many followers do you have? How many likes do you have? That does not mean I have talent. That doesn't even mean I have a good event. It just means I am a very big, a brand that's gotten big in terms of people have seen, and I've got lots of visibility. And it could be because I did choppiness. Do you know what I'm saying? I could have just did choppiness, and now I'm just this big, and now that's who Red Bull wants to work with, for example.
That's what I was going to say. So speaking of strippiness, do you think you have to be controversial now to stay relevant?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
100%.
Like, I think...
That's what we were just talking about.
Literally.
I was saying, I'll do a podcast. And he was like, well, when you think about all the people that's done podcasts, like, that have blown, it came from something negative. It's like Zizi. I like Zizi, I have no issues. But you got to think, she was doing, like we said, she was doing her podcast, her Headscarf Diaries, for way before she got refused at that nightclub. And that nightclub not letting that black girl in is exactly what was like, oh my gosh. And then got big.
I think it's very few people, like, someone that I follow would be like Raising Boys to Men. He's probably one of the few content creators that I see that just has a positive outlook on what he's doing through and through, that has still blown him up. But generally speaking, when you're talking about a lot of other influencers, you're talking about coming from a toxic place, and they're just using it as marketing, because it's like...
You're gonna tell your story.
TikTok
story time.
You know, we got Kelso coming, and he says some wild stuff sometimes.
And we love him.
But when you actually have a conversation with him and you look at the things that he's trying to do, you start understanding that business is business and branding is branding. And sometimes you got to do some of these things in order to be able to help or do better or create the buzz you want to make your message be heard.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's true. I was going to say, running events, do you think that's more stressful than people think? Like,
definitely, because I think people see the glitz and glam of everything that's done. It doesn't matter what it is. Like even you as a DJ, it's like people just think, M's just made it. Do you know what I'm saying? But I've seen you graft. I've seen you at clubs in Dawston. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And like, you know, creating your name for yourself. But all people see is, you know, that you're on Culture FM now. Do you know what I'm trying to say? That's your, like, that blew you, and people are looking at it and saying, like, I want to go to an MC.
And I think also another thing is as well, like if you genuinely are, most of us that are entrepreneurs, that are ambitious, our story has somewhat had a negative start. Like, and I'm not saying like your upbringing was negative, but it's like, you know, you went to uni and it didn't work out, you didn't get the job, and now you've just had to find your way, and it is a story in itself. And I think the truth of it is that the whole running an event, most people shy away from not showing the glitz and glams, because then you just become another person with another sob story that's now made it, and it's like, we feel sorry for it all. But reality is, the glitz and glams is just a small fraction of it.
I hear it.
Sleepless nights, the constant like moving around, shifting things. It's not easy. It's not easy.
It's not easy at all. Okay, cool. We're gonna open the floor to your experiences. Obviously, we've spoken a lot about Luxe De Neige. I was gonna say, like, your day to day. Take us through like a day to day in terms of like your meetings and like your prep.
Oh my days. Where do we start?
So like a meeting for us is like, we'll have scheduled ones, obviously, but it would literally just be like, KJ will phone the group chat or throw something in the group chat and be like, like, let's talk about how we can do this, or how we're going to do that, or someone's seen something on like Instagram of a skier skiing with one foot, and in the group chat someone will be like, you better do that, representing Luxe De Neige. And then it will literally start like, okay, this was fun and bants, okay, but how are we actually gonna, what slope can we do that on? Is there beginners? How can we, and literally it just is a lot of conversations that we put in the group and ideas. And then obviously the structured one would be like, okay, logistics meeting, which is the daunting stuff, and it's like, okay, what type of wristbands you gonna have?
What
What colours they gonna be? What colours the hat gonna be? And I like this, and this go with a lot of people, and even stuff down to like the transfer. Like, okay, what type of coaching?
There's a lot that goes into it.
Yeah, like, okay, even for the people that we are booking, or even the people that we're advising, things that you don't think about, like, if they want to get on the Luxe De Neige transfer, I need to tell these guests that all their flights need to line up to land roughly around the same time and return. And you don't think of that. You just think, let me get the coach, and then people are like, what time is the coach leaving? Okay, but your flight's booked past the time. Same for DJs, arranging their rotas. Okay, who's going to be on here? What are they going to play? We got theme nights, so we got all white. We've got back to the 90s. We've got sports theme. And then it was like, what are we naming the nights?
Yeah. So I mean, like for us, it's we eat, sleep, and dream this. Like it's wake up in the morning, you know, do certain bits for yourself. By like 9:30, we're back at like trying to figure out, you know, this idea or that idea, because like this is the thing, it's always moving. It's a revolving door. So although we had an idea of what it is, you come across hurdles, so we're having conversations about that. So like in day in life, and us like 5-6 meetings every single day. Do you know what I'm saying?
Calls at 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Like, phone could be ringing and they'd be like, oh, a client asked, and because we have kept all of our communication channels open, so like you can WhatsApp us, because we wanted people, you see, because of the lineup is just so epic, people were definitely like, is it genuine? And we wanted people to know, like, you could call this number and someone will answer that phone. So we've got, you can call us, you can email us, you can WhatsApp us, you can DM us on Instagram, and we reply literally within the short time frame. So someone can message at 11:30 and someone will respond.
Yeah, more time we're putting together a package for them.
Like, you be like on a weekend away, be like, wow, the laptop must come with you.
Yeah, everywhere.
Shopping, trips with the kids, the laptop with you 24/7.
I got like that sleep after this done is gonna be so sweet. I was gonna say, what is it like with competitors? Obviously, you mentioned earlier some of the different like other brands that do ski trips and stuff. How do you tackle that? Obviously, I know, yes, it's like niche, but just like the other aspects and like the same time of year, because obviously it's a ski season, so majority of them are going to be the same time of year. Like, how do you like?
So far, we've been, you know what it's because we've not actually come across them. Like
I do know, like I think this is the thing with it. It's like there's the part of it that is my mantra, which is the community side. Again, we work with like Shred Eat Sleep, which is like more of a community base. Like, and see me, like I look at concepts and I look at whether a concept fits my concept. And if it doesn't fit my concept, then we're not competitors, even though we're in the same space. I'll be looking at how we can work together. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Rather than how we can, you know, how I can destroy it. Like, that's not my... Because at the end of the day, the goal for most of us in this space is to create for another black space for us to do something different. You know what I'm saying? Find our next Sean White. Do you know what I'm trying to say? That represents, you know, Nigeria, that represents Jamaica, that represents Congo, that, do you know what I'm trying to say?
And I also think, is that like, the truth of the matter is with like competitors, I think the hardest thing is in the mindset. I think the mindset of thinking, oh, but they're big and they've been doing it for this many years is probably the most that we incur. Like when people say we're doing a ski trip and they'll be like, oh, is it SLS? Or, oh, is it off-piste? Or, oh, is it... like say, is it
Ski Migos?
So I think that is probably the most that we've enjoyed in terms of like competition. Like it's people already saying a name, and then it kind of mentally makes you think, okay, I need my name against that lineup.
And that's something that was our mistake in the beginning. So it was like, again, I left my ethos at the beginning, where it was like, all right, I need to compete with SLS because they're just bringing everything to the table. What? They locked off the gondola and they're going up at night time, and that's something like this ain't been done before. Do you get what I'm saying? Then we're looking at and saying, okay, but we need to meet that some way. Do you know what I'm saying? Whereas when they started, they were just there. So they could have started with just a ski trip. And and nobody would have been like, it's a problem, whereas we're trying, and that was our mistake, because again, my ethos is community. So again, I'm going to these festivals. I'll go to SLS, I've been to Off Peace, I'll go to Ski Migos.
Market research, huh?
Not
But not even that, he's going to enjoy.
I'm going to have fun.
I was like, don't go. Why are you going to? I was like, nah, you're going to the Opsis event. What do you mean? And he was like, I'm going because I like to ski. And I was like, you know what?
Fair enough. Yeah.
And the vibes are good. Like there isn't. I've been to many of these things in different capacity. And it's like, but why though? Why do we always have to fight? Like when you look at bigger brands, like if you're talking about like Sainsbury's and all of these, like if you notice, they actually do deals simultaneously. So Kellogg's is on sale, on discount in Sainsbury's, the next week it's on sale in Waitrose. And it's the same thing. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
no one loses.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? And when you look at how much people there is in the world, like, you were never going to have everybody coming to your event anyway. So why are we having, and it's the same thing like, even in the DJ world. It's like, I go and I'm performing and he's looking at minutes. Oh, like it's my time to come on, and you're like, bro, like, I lost hours. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I lost my minutes. But I've been paid to come somewhere. Like, I'm just gonna, if the promoter is saying, bro, you only got 30, then I only got 30 minutes.
Bro, I've been paid already.
Do you get what I'm trying to say to you? Like, I'll show for 30 minutes, I'll show for 10. So why are we arguing when we're all trying to get, it's like a crabs in a bucket kind of mentality. And that was what I don't want to bring to what we're trying to do. Because again, we can work with any of them that step to the plate and we see an idea that makes sense.
We'll do a collab.
I love that. You would do a collab?
Yeah, definitely.
Why not?
Okay, lit. So
we bring Caribbean, and most of them are Afro festivals.
Yes.
Show us your world, we'll show you ours.
You see, that makes sense. Make bread together. No, is it break bread together? That's it. Where's the ideal ski resort or place that you would like your next event to be at, or something you would like to do?
We're traveling around the world. We're trying to find it.
You haven't found it yet?
No, we haven't. I mean, I think like, again, as being somebody who's an avid nerd, I do anime, do you know what I'm saying? Like, Japan is definitely on the top of the list. It has one of the best places for snow. Like fresh, like it's like up here. And uniquely, I do want to go to Africa. There's a place in Africa, I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but there's actually a ski resort.
I feel like, is it past South Africa? Like, it's deep. Past South Africa.
Yeah, like the reason why I can't even consider it at this point is because the transport, it takes 8 hours to get there after you get off the plane.
Right.
Do you get what I'm saying? So, but like, if we could ever do something like that, because that's cultural. It's not just a ski trip. Do you know what I'm trying to say? That's something that would change
a lot of things.
A lot of people's lives.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because again, it's there, but nobody don't really go to it.
Right.
I don't know if a lot of people even know it existed.
Right.
Like skiing.
I found out recently that there was a cold place in Africa. I was like, what?
You're like, wait, what?
No, it makes sense. Thank you guys so much for coming on. We're gonna round off soon. But if you have a piece of advice you would say to someone either starting an event or skiing,
stay in your own lane.
Okay.
Run your own race. Don't look at your competitors, of course. Look at them and do your research and give them their flowers and just do you and what your vision is and stay the tune. Because I can't tell you how many times I'll be like, why did we do this? Like, you see the money coming out, your time's been dwindling, the flights back up. And I'm just like, why did I do that? I could have been in Dubai like 4 times. But then you look at the bigger picture and you're like, for what you're doing, like that becomes your center point again, isn't it? Like every time you drift off, you go back to the center. So if you've got a center point and it's something that you just actually want to do, then it's easy to come back to it. So just find your center, find your focus, find your outcome that you want, and understand it might not be the outcome that you get, but it's what you want, and then easy for you to find yourself back in the middle.
Definitely. And I think that it applies same for the skiing. Like, again, I've been skiing, snowboarding, for 10 years. I've been skiing for a year. No, not a year, I'm lying. Like 3 months or so. Yeah,
was a
like
border.
I'm border. Like,
we're skiers over
but like I wanted to be able to do the other side, just for like, again, the main group of us, everybody snowboards, nobody skis. But like whenever I'm teaching somebody or like I take them on a run, the main thing that makes them fall, the main thing that gets them an injury is watching what I do. Do you know what I'm saying? So you're seeing me going fast, like you're watching because, you know, in these, you got different levels, and I've gone off to go and do a red run, and your mindset is, I need to get there. Right. But like, you have to run your own race in this thing, because if you start running anybody else's race, you're gonna go too fast, and now you've gone into a tree
or down the mountain.
And a lot of accidents I've seen in general is literally because that person believed they could do what I could do. Or wanted to.
In life, if you think about it, because you believed you could do what I could do without experience, now you're where you are.
It's mind games. It's literally like, I say to a lot of people, they have the skill, but the mind games will throw them off. So again, we'll be like, I go freestyle. There'll be like 20 or 30 people just standing at the top looking, watching a jump, watching someone else jump. And you're like, they're in their head, they're thinking, can I do that? And now they see, and then they see someone fall and they're like, okay, cool. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and I will go down, do my jump, come back up, do another jump, come back up, and the same guy standing there watching, like, should I go now, should I not? And you just got to do you. Like, if it comes off, you do a little bunny hop, you achieve something.
And always be happy to fall. And remember, everything we're saying to you that's ski related is still
also business related.
In life. Be happy to fall, be happy to start again, be happy to feel right, because as long as you're alive you can start again, isn't it? So just don't die. But yeah, so
thank you guys so much. Big up everyone for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, follow Luxe De Neige. Keep it locked. Thank you guys, thank you.